The crown is about to change hands. Elon Musk, the reigning champion of wealth, is facing a challenger like never before. Join us on a thrilling journey as we unveil the identity of the individual poised to take Musk's coveted title. Their story is one of ambition, determination, and an unrelenting pursuit of success. The world is watching, and the stage is set for a dramatic shift in the balance of power. Stay tuned for the big reveal, and don't forget to subscribe to witness this unprecedented moment in the world of billionaires. Bernard Jean-Etienne Arnault, a French entrepreneur, investor, and art collector, is the founder, chairman, and CEO of LVMH, the world's largest luxury goods conglomerate. His net worth, estimated at $210 billion in January 2024 by Forbes, positioned him as the world's wealthiest individual. Born on March 5, 1949, in Roubaix, Arnault's mother, Marie-Joseph Savinel, a pianist, held a deep fascination for Dior, while his father, Jean-Léon Arnault, owned Ferret Savinel, a civil engineering company. Raised in a devout Catholic environment, Arnault received classical piano lessons and attended prestigious Catholic schools. After graduating from École Polytechnique in 1971, he persuaded his father to refocus on real estate, leading to the transformation of Ferret Savinel into Farinel and later the George V Group. The real estate assets were eventually sold to Compagnie Générale d'Eau, later becoming Nexity. Arnault embarked on his career in 1971 at Ferret Savinel, eventually becoming its president from 1978 to 1984. In 1984, Arnault, a young real estate developer, learned of the French government's search for someone to oversee the Beaux-Arts Saint Frères empire, which owned Christian Dior among other assets. With guidance from Antoine Bernheim of Lazard Frères, Arnault acquired Financière Agache, a luxury goods company, and assumed its CEO role. He successfully outbid competitors for Beaux-Arts Saint Frères, acquiring the conglomerate for a symbolic 1 franc, gaining control over its assets, including Le Bon Marché and Conforama. Arnault's restructuring efforts, including layoffs, earned him the moniker the Terminator. He retained Christian Dior and Le Bon Marché, ultimately restoring profitability by 1987, recording earnings of $112 million on a revenue of $1.9 billion. In collaboration with Alain Chevalier, Maud Hennessy CEO, and Henry Recamier, Louis Vuitton's president, Arnault co-founded LVMH in 1987. In July 1988, Arnault invested $1.6 billion to create a holding company with Guinness, securing 24% of LVMH shares. In response to concerns about a possible takeover by the Louis Vuitton Group, Arnault spent $600 million to acquire an additional 13.5% of LVMH, becoming its largest shareholder. Despite LVMH's initial design to deter hostile takeovers, internal conflicts arose between Arnault and Henry Recamier. In January 1989, Arnault invested another $500 million, gaining 43.5% of LVMH shares and 35% of its voting rights, effectively securing a blocking minority. He then removed Recamier from power and the board of directors, assuming the role of chairman of the executive management board on January 13, 1989. Taking the helm of leadership, Arnault orchestrated a remarkable transformation, steering the company through an ambitious development plan that propelled LVMH into the ranks of the world's premier luxury conglomerates, alongside Richemont and Kering. Over the course of just 11 years, annual sales and profits surged by a factor of 5, while LVMH's market value skyrocketed by a factor of 15. In July 1988, Arnault made a pivotal move by acquiring Céline, followed by sponsoring renowned French fashion designer Christian Lacroix to promote the company's luxury clothing line that same year. The strategic expansion continued in 1993 with LVMH's acquisition of Berluti and Kenzo, coinciding with Arnault's purchase of the French economic newspaper La Tribune. However, despite a substantial 150 million euros investments, La Tribune failed to achieve its desired success, leading to its sale in November 2007. Arnault redirected his investments towards another French economic newspaper, Les Echos, which he acquired for 240 million euros. The 1990s marked a flurry of acquisitions for LVMH, including Guerlain in 1994, Lau in 1996, and Marc Jacobs and Sephora in 1997. Additional brands such as Thomas Pink, Emilio Pucci, and Fendi, DKNY, and La Samaritaine seamlessly integrated into the group's portfolio. Arnault's vision extended to the United States, where he initiated the development of the LVMH Tower in New York, designed by Christian de Potsdam Park and inaugurated in December 1999. In the same year, Arnault set his sights on Gucci, accumulating a 5% stake in the company discreetly. This led to a high-stakes corporate battle, with Arnault ultimately settling in September 2001, selling LVMH's Gucci shares and pocketing a $700 million profit. Outside the realm of luxury, Arnault ventured into web companies, investing in enterprises like Boo.com, Liberty Surf, and Zibank from 1998 to 2001 through his holding company, Europat Web. Group Arnault also embraced the future by investing in Netflix in 1999. Additionally, in collaboration with businessman Albert Frere, Arnault acquired Chateau Cheval Blanc in 1998. Later selling his share to LVMH in 2009, adding to the group's wine property, Chateau d'Yquem. In 2007, Arnault, in collaboration with California's Colony Capital, jointly owned 10.69% of Carrefour, France's largest supermarket retailer and the world's second-largest food distributor. In 2008, he entered the yacht industry, acquiring Princess Yachts for 253 million euros, and subsequently gaining control of Royal Van Lent for a similar sum. From 2010 to 2013, Arnault served on the board of advisors for Malaysia IMDb Fund. On March 7, 2011, he disclosed the purchase of 50.4% of family-owned Bulgari shares, valued at $5.2 billion, with plans for a public tender offer. In 2011, he invested $641 million to establish El Capital Asia. Arnault further expanded his portfolio with joint ventures, including a 45% stake in Marco de Vincenzo's Italian fashion brand in February 2014 and the acquisition of Christian Dior's various lines in April 2017, fully integrating the brand into LVMH. By January 2018, under Arnault's guidance, LVMH achieved remarkable milestones, reporting record-breaking sales of $42.6 billion in 2017, marking a substantial 13% increase from the previous year. The company also witnessed a remarkable surge in net profit, soaring by 29% during the same period. In November 2019, Arnault announced plans to acquire Tiffany & Co. for approximately $16.2 billion, with expectations of finalizing the deal by June 2020. However, in September 2020, LVMH declared the takeover invalid, citing Tiffany's handling of business amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. Legal disputes ensued, with LVMH contending that Tiffany's financial decisions, including dividend payments despite substantial losses, had rendered the purchase agreement void. In October 2020, an agreement was reached to proceed with the takeover, albeit at a slightly reduced price of nearly $16 billion, representing a minor decrease of 2.6% from the initial deal. The acquisition of Tiffany was completed by LVMH in January 2021. Under Arnault's astute leadership, LVMH ascended to become the Eurozone's largest company by market capitalization, boasting a record valuation of 313 billion euros. As of May 2021, Arnault's strategic approach of decentralization allowed LVMH's brand, like Tiffany, to retain their independence, identities, and histories while achieving both timelessness and modernity. Key factors in the success of brands like Louis Vuitton and Dior. Personal life. Arnault is a father to 5 children: Delphine, Antoine, Alexandra, Frederic, and Jean. He married Anne de Wavrin in 1973, with whom he had Delphine and Antoine. They separated in 1990. In 1991, he wed Helene Mercier, a Canadian concert pianist, and they have 3 sons: Alexandra, Frederic, and Jean. All 5 children, along with his niece, Stéphanie Watine Arnault, hold official roles within brands under Arnault's control. Alexandra serves as EVP of Tiffany & Co., Frédéric as the CEO of Tag Heuer, and Jean as the Director of Watchmaking Marketing and Development at Louis Vuitton. Delphine, Arnault's daughter, has been the partner of Xavier Niel since 2010. As of February 1, 2023, Delphine has assumed the role of Chief Executive Officer at the luxury brand Dior. Wealth. In April 1999, Arnault rose to prominence as the wealthiest figure in the fashion world, outpacing Zara's Amancio Ortega. During the same year, he established Pilinvest, a Belgian-based holding company. Through Pilinvest, Arnault maintained an 81% stake in Agaki, the holding entity that possessed 48% of LVMH and 63% of its voting rights. In 2008, he created Protect Invest, a private foundation in Belgium aimed at safeguarding LVMH's integrity until 2023. This foundation imposed restrictions on Arnault's children from selling shares in Pilinvest until the youngest child reached the age of 25. Considering responsible enough for LVMH, in December 2011, 6 months prior to François Hollande's presidency, Arnault transferred a 31% stake in Group Arnault, valued at $6.5 billion by Liberation, to Pilinvest. Arnault received a salary of 7.8 million euros as the LVMH Group's CEO in 2016. He briefly overtook Jeff Bezos as the world's richest person in December 2019, and again in January 2020. However, during the COVID-19 pandemic, Arnault's wealth declined by 30 billion due to plummeting luxury goods sales. By August 5, 2021, Arnault reclaimed the title of the world's wealthiest person, with a net worth reaching $198.4 billion, driven by robust sales of LVMH's luxury products in Asia. Forbes listed him as Bernard Arnault and family on the billionaires list, estimating their fortune at $158 billion in 2022. Positioning him ahead of Bill Gates. In 2022, Arnault reconstructed Agaki's legal status from a Societas Europea to a joint stock partnership, reinforcing family control over LVMH's future. As of the latest update, Bernard Arnault, LVMH's chairman, surpassed Elon Musk with a net worth of $210 billion compared to Musk's $185 billion. Thank you for joining us on this intriguing journey of wealth and success. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on the latest stories from the world of billionaires and beyond, don't forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. Your support fuels our quest for knowledge and discovery.